Okay,
Karen
so
realized
we're going to start with Karen. The rest of you guys are sort of backing off from this John and Henry. Henry falls back asleep quite quickly. And John just takes up his typical pose, right? Standing there blocking your way. Karen, you are down at the bottom of another lengthy flight of stairs. You definitely got down a lot quicker this method, okay? And you're in a very cold and dark space. There's a cold wind blowing against you. You will need to make a stamina check just to see if you take any damage from cold, because at this point it's very, very cold. So go ahead and make a roll for that. 12. Okay, so yeah, you're not taking any damage yet, but you will have to continue those checks. What would you like to do? You're in a cold, dark space. You feel the ice and snow around you. What would you like to do?
Keep going forward if I can.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and give me like a perception check as you kind of work your way forward.
Was it just like a huge pit in the ground? Why would I not be able to walk forward?
You see, you don't want to pay attention to any of your senses at this point.
Okay, fine.
You can. I'm just saying, if I'm just assuming that you would want to, if you're trying to walk forward, you would want to, find your footing. Also, make sure that you're are you looking for a wall to kind of brace yourself? Okay. So yeah, you work your way forward. It's very uneven now, and you keep like tripping and kind of falling over. Okay. You're not getting any damage from falling or anything, but it's hard to walk on this terrain. It's kind of rough terrain. And, you work your way forward, you kind of feel more walls around you, like ice. And you're starting to feel around. So for the rest of you guys, should I just continue with this with Karen? Are there any other actions you guys want to do at the top of the stairs? Or?
I'm just going to sit with Ajal and do whatever he says to do.
Okay.
I'd like to know the ogre, whatever they're called, reactions to the realization.
Yeah, John, he doesn't seem to want to respond to anything. He's just kind of standing there. He doesn't really talk. Okay. He's just kind of ignoring you guys, basically. He knows you're there, but he's not really talking. So back to Karen. You're continuing to, work your way around this room. Make an insight check, Karen.
$13.
13. Okay. So yeah, you're not really noticing anything. Like, you're looking around, you're feeling around. It seems like the space you're in, it's not going back down any stairs. It seems like a level space. I mean, it's uneven, but it's not going down anymore. You can almost feel like the wind itself, like the cold wind, has almost like a rhythm to it. Okay. You're not sure exactly what that means. It seems to be kind of like blows on you, then it kind of lets up a little bit, then blows on you,
Oh, it's probably something breathing. That's fantastic.
So I'm assuming you're just trying to go forward in this space, right? As much as you can.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, you're still feeling your way around. It's pitch black. And so you do notice that the walls seem to be like there's large icicles hanging down. You can kind of feel those, you're still feeling your way around. The next round, you're kind of startled by this, even though, you're aware there might be something in that space. You hear a very low growling kind of voice, okay? But it's very loud at the same time. Seems like a lot of power behind it. And it just kind of, at first it almost sounds like a hissing sound.
Wow.
It says, "Who goes there?"
Karen, at your
Don't
service.
talk.
Okay, so the rest of you are gonna have to stay muted for a minute just to make this more real, okay? Because you can't hear this happening. I'll just mute you real quick. Okay, so
It wasn't anything that's happened all day. Don't ruin my moment.
all right, Karen. So you tell them your name, like full name, or just Karen?
I don't know my full name. Yeah, it's my name's Karen.
Okay. Okay, and it says, "Ah, you seek treasure.
Not
Yes.
specifically, but if you have tokens, that would be nice.
Ah. It says tokens. Yes. Okay, then I'm not very good at this voice, but it's a very loud
You're doing
voice.
great.
Okay. But it's Karen, you're pretty sure it's some kind of creature that of very large size. You can't see it. Okay. But it seems from the sound of the voice and everything. Also, you notice that the cold air seems to be blowing more as it's talking. Okay. So in the next round, it says, I have tokens and more.
Oh, good. Can I have some? Would you be so kind as to lend me some tokens? Not lend, I want them forever, but can I have some tokens? Please.
Okay, the voice responds, come forward, crawl, and leave your weapons behind.
I am a weapon, but I'll take off the ones that are attached to my body. So yes, I take my weapons off. I crawl forward.
Okay. All right, so as you put down your weapon and crawl forward, you can kind of feel this cold air blowing on you even stronger as you move your way forward.
I'm probably crawling into its mouth.
And as you go forward, you can kind of see a slight glow. It's very faint, but it does guide your way forward. And as you come closer, I won't have you roll perception, but you can definitely see as you're crawling through this space, it's like a very small crawl space, okay, that you're crawling through. And as you're going forward, you can see this faint glow, and you're aware of like, it looks like a very large pile of gold and like other items, just a large pile of gold and other treasures, okay? So it takes you a couple rounds to actually crawl through this little tunnel. And then as you get out, it seems like the space opens up more into like a large cavernous type of space. And again, you can just faintly see now, but you can definitely see now on the side of this pile of treasure, which is actually quite large. Okay? You can see the body of a large dragon. It looks white.
Yes.
Okay. So you can't really see its eyes right now because it is, again, the cavern is so dark. But this pile of treasure definitely has a faint glow about it. Different items and things within it are have different lights about them. And he hisses at you again. The dragon says, come forward. Choose.
Again?
Choose
Wait, to what?
what you want.
I am doubtful. What's the catch? Do I have to like sell you my soul or something? Are you just gonna give me your treasure?
Okay. You respond, choose what you want now. Kind of growls at you.
Okay, mum. So what's in the treasure pile?
So yeah, as you crawl forward, or you can actually stand and walk now because you're out of that crawl space. You walk forward and go and make a perception check. Let's see what you see.
I got a 12.
12. Okay. So yeah, as you're getting forward towards this pile of gold, you see, well, two things catch your eye kind of quickly. One is in the pile, you see a large handle sticking up, and the handle itself looks like it's just some kind of weapon, not a sword, but some kind of handle like sticking out of the pile. So you notice the weapon because you're like, that's a weapon. And then you also see at the same time that a lot of the gold pieces appear to be these tokens of amaranth that have, like, you know, some of the sides will have gold dragons, you can see. Okay. He says, choose only one.
By one, do you mean one of the what? You said tokens, plural. So does that mean I can take the tokens or the handle thing?
Take one of my treasures, only one.
Okay. I'll take the tokens.
Okay, so you're gonna reach down and grab a token or tokens.
Tokens.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Okay. So you reach down and pick up the token or tokens. Okay. You probably grab about 3 or 4 in your hand, including some other gold pieces. Okay. And you
No,
hear,
I don't want gold. I'm just grabbing the tokens.
okay, so you're carefully pulling them out because they're intermixed with other things. So yeah, as he sees you kind of carefully fishing through the gold, it growls at you again, says, I said one. And at this point you can actually feel this cold blast against you. Okay. Like your hair flies back, your hair feels like it's almost frozen. Okay. His head is, you can see now the shape of its head kind of looking at you. He didn't like attack you, but he got as close as you can get to attacking without doing that.
Lighten up, dude. Okay, I will trade you, okay? If you let me have more than one token, I'll give you something in.
Hey, go and make a charisma check, Karen. Let me know what you get.
– 19.
19. Okay. So he looks at you, glares at you for a moment, says, you don't want just tokens, do you? You see his claw reach over towards the treasure. Okay. And he reaches down and pulls out this thing. And you see like this big battle axe. Okay. And he brings it over. He sets it down in front of you. He's like, take this.
Kind of getting mixed signals here because I said I wanted tokens and you said I can only have one thing. But if you insist, so yeah, I'll take the axe.
Okay. So you take a hold of the axe. Of course, it feels very cold to the touch because it's been in this pile of cold, frozen stuff. Okay. And he hisses at you, just one token. So you're holding about probably 4 or 5 tokens in your hand. What do you want to do?
So you're saying I can have the axe and the one token?
Yes, now get out.
For free?
Get out. You're gonna have to make a dexterity check if you want to dodge because he's breathing. Oh, he got a critical fail. He got a 1. So maybe in his fury, he lifts up his head and his head.
That means pathetic.
His head. He was backing up to start to breathe ice on you. Okay. But his head hits this large icicle that was over. It cracks the icicle. Okay, and just shatters into like.
Yeah, I'm probably
million
gonna leave
pieces.
now. Except I'm gonna. Fine, I'll just take one token and the axe.
All right.
I
So
already
drop
have an
all the
axe.
tokens. All right.
I don't
what
want
is
an
your
axe.
action?
I just want tokens.
Okay, so declare your actions. What are you doing? Just tell me what you do.
I'm gonna stay there, and I'm gonna. Okay. I'm gonna stay there, and I'm gonna say, you know what? You can have your axe back, if I can take all 4 tokens.
Okay. Go ahead and make a wisdom. I'm going to give you a wisdom saving throw. Okay.
What would that do? If I pass
Just
my
roll
wisdom,
it. Trust me. Even a barbarian can be intimidated.
Yes.
Wait. Oh,
Especially when
18.
facing this thing. What's that?
18.
18. Okay. So, Karen, you're about to say that, but you're just from what the dragon's actions. Okay, your gut feeling is that this thing is about to kill you. So I'll let you choose. You can either dash for the exit, or you can stand your ground.
I'm going to dash for the exit, and since I already have the 4 tokens on my hand, I'm going to drop the axe and run / crawl, whatever the heck I have to be doing with my 4 tokens.
Okay. So you run forward. You can kind of faintly see this little black hole that you'd crawled through, the crawl space hole. Dive towards that, and I'll give you an initiative roll. Okay, the dragon is roaring and attacking you. Okay.
17.
Nice. You barely missed. So it starts to breathe this very cold air, which is still going to affect you, but not as badly. So you do get, let's see here, 5 points of cold damage. Okay. As it's basically, you feel this huge force and this ice just smashing into the wall next to you as you dive into this space. Okay. And that's just kind of the side effect of the cold, okay, from this blast of ice. Okay.
I'm gonna yell as I'm crawling as fast as I can and be like, "Nice to meet you."
Okay. All right. So Karen, you're able to crawl out of that space, and you want to just work your way back up, or what would you like to do once you're out of the crawl space? Okay.
Well, after I grab my weapons, of course.
Yeah, you can grab your stuff. Okay. So you grab your stuff, you work your way back up. The rest of you guys have been waiting for several minutes. John is just still standing at attention there, making sure you don't go past him. And pretty soon you guys see Karen working her way up out of the darkness below.
Hey, look, you're actually alive.
What do you mean? What was down there?
What language
Doctor.
is that? Did you get possessed or something?
Did Fang just turn into a Muppet, or what happened?
No, I'm not a Muppet. What would
Okay.
make me a Muppet?
That voice.
What was down
What
there?
did you say?
What was down there?
Oh, so I made friends with this cool dragon dude, and he gave me some tokens.
What color was it?
The dragon. It was white. I
White
think.
dragons are chaotic evil. What the heck?
What are you talking about? I can't see.
White dragons are chaotic evil.
You can make friends with a
Common
chaotic
then.
person.
That's nice.
You sure you made
And so
friends with
Karen, as
Marina, Slither.
you're coming back up towards the ogre, the two-headed ogre, John sees you coming up the stairs, and he starts to slap Henry in the face again. He's like, "Here's the one, the cheater! Wake up! Wake up!" Okay.
I never cheated.
So what do you guys
Take
want to do?
that
Declare your actions. Okay. John is
I'm
waking
gonna
up.
distract the giant thing.
How?
I'm gonna persuade him. I'm gonna persuade him that
I'm gonna
she
be like,
never
"You wanna play a
technically
game?"
cheat- that by all technicality, you never saw her go down. Therefore,
Yeah,
she
I
did
never
not cheat.
cheated. I failed the test. Like I failed the first test. You said the test was to knock it down the stairs or whatever. I never cheated.
Okay. So Fang, what was your effort to distract? I didn't hear what you said.
I was gonna ask him if he wanted to play a game.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right. So we got Fang asking him to play a game. Perseus
Of strength.
using logic. Okay. I'll just give you guys a persuasion check at disadvantage. Okay. So whoever wants to roll, either Fang or Perseus. Okay. Ow. 17. Was that? Did you roll it twice or just once?
Twice.
Oh wow. And 17's your lowest roll.
16.
16.
Like
Okay.
16 and a nat 20.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, as Henry wakes up, his eyes getting big, bulging again, right? Glaring down at Karen. And then Fang does like this little distraction thing about playing a game that catches Henry's attention. And then John gets kind of distracted by Perseus's logic about, oh, you didn't actually see her go past, so it's So no attack is made. Karen, you're now at the top of the stairs, standing by the rest of your group. Ijal, Vanji, any actions from you guys? And Karen, what did you want to do?
I would say sayonara and then leave because we're done here.
I'm gonna ask him if he wants to see a magic trick.
I want to show him a magic trick too, though.
Okay, John says, magic trick? What magic?
Well, I've got special magic, something that no one else can do.
I'm gonna turn the fire black.
Really?
What are you
What's
doing?
that?
Me?
Yeah, he's
I
talking
know.
to
All we have to do is we all have to close our eyes and cover them with our hands.
What? Why?
I'm so
Okay.
Okay, so make a persuasion check, Ijal.
Why are we covering our hands with our eyes?
You mean the other way
I
around?
don't know what my persuasion bonus is. 1 second.
Well, yeah, that too.
Oh, I got a dirty 20.
Nice. So yeah, he covers up his eyes. Henry's still asleep, so John just covers his eyes.
Okay, and then what happens is I'm gonna make everything disappear. I motion for everybody to leave.
Okay, we all run. I'm gonna run up the stairs away from them.
And we
Okay.
count to 5.
Okay.
Magic at its finest.
So you
Nobody is proud of you.
Ijal probably notices that Vanji is still standing there with his eyes covered as well as the ogre.
I nudge him.
Okay.
What? I'm playing the game. I don't want to
Okay, I
die.
start pulling him along and rush towards the stairs.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm assuming you count to 5 as well, and
Yeah.
so he's like, and then what's your action? Are you just moving up the stairs, or
Yep, I'm gonna move up the stairs as well.
okay? See, I was thinking you were going to cast darkness, but anyway,
I guess I
darkness
could
around this thing. Okay, so yeah, you guys are running up the stairs. He takes his hands off his eyes, and he's like, "Hey, you tricked me!" Okay.
Dude, it's magic. Rogue on.
Okay. You guys are working your way up the stairs, and he's, he might try to follow you, but you guys are probably faster. He's not the fastest guy in the world, so.
Oh wait, we're running. Why are we running?
Anyway, you guys work your way back up the stairs. You are now ready to commence into basically based on your map, you only have one more area to explore in this
I'm
section.
grabbing the tokens from Karen.
Okay.
And putting them in my bag.
Tokens to Peter. You would never be able to grab them from me.
Sure. I'll do without you noticing.
Anyway, so you guys have one more portion of the labyrinth to explore that you haven't already, as far as this section, because you can tell by the map there's like a one entryway that goes on into a more complex part. So you can either go on into the more complex part, or you can explore this last portion before you move on into that part.
Yeah, let's do
Last
the last portion.
Yeah.
Okay.
For completionist sake.
Yeah, it will probably make it easier for you. All right, so you guys move into this last section, at least of this part of the labyrinth, and you see. So in this area, you do notice that this is open air again, which is kind of nice. There are some clouds up in the sky. It's probably around maybe 2:30 in the afternoon, you guess. And I should ask you guys, do any of you would have a chance to take a short rest if you want to do so, or you can just keep going forward.
Yeah, definitely, because we don't have a lot of healing stuff.
Short rest.
So a short rest to kind of regroup and feel a little bit better. That will give you 1 hit die plus your constitution bonus of healing. So again, based on my rules, a short rest gives you 1 hit die plus your Constitution bonus. So I think that's either a D8 or a D10 for most of you, plus Constitution. You can also eat some food, right? You're all probably hungry. And not much really happens to you during your short rest. So you can just add those hit points to you. And then you continue on. So it's about 3:30 in the afternoon now.
Wait, we did a short rest. Sorry, you cut out for a little bit.
Oh, did I? So yeah,
Yeah.
short rest just gives you a hit die, 1 hit die plus your Constitution bonus. And then you can add that to your hit points.
What's my hit die for a monk? I have no idea.
I
have
think
no
it's a
idea
D8.
how to find it.
Yeah, what's
Okay.
a hit die?
We've
I
been
know what
through
a
this
hit
before.
die is, but
If you click on
Yeah, it's a D8.
short rest, you can look and it says mine says rogue hit die.
oh
one
yeah,
D8.
mine is 1d8. Okay.
Go away.
All right,
Yours is
you
a
guys-
D12, Karen.
Huh?
Yeah, hers is a D12, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Go away.
I hope you're not talking to us.
I
We
was
go-
muted.
All right, so after you guys short rest, you move on. This area, you're it feels pretty warm. Not like unusually warm, but just it's a warm time of day. And you're kind of happy to see that the passageway starts to be filled in with grass.
I love grass.
Oh, grass.
Yeah, like it seems more like a natural environment, not just a labyrinth, So you start seeing a lot of grass. You go around another corner, you actually see some like small bushes and other plants like flowers and things like that. And around another corner, and you're starting to see actually some trees in the passageway itself, small trees growing. There's no stone under your feet at this point. It's all grass and there's still walls on either side of you, but otherwise it just seems like a very nice, kind of a forested area. Okay. And
Things
you
are
go,
a little bit too normal right now.
Is it
Yeah.
bad that I want to burn it?
Yes.
I don't know.
Probably.
Yes, it is.
'Cause it's very
You should burn
flammable.
your attitude. It's like the first beautiful thing we've seen in ever.
Yeah,
So-
Just
exactly.
burn everything.
And what happened the last time we saw
Fire is
beautiful?
a talent. You don't use it whenever you just feel like
Yes,
it.
but in my defense, what happened the last time we saw something beautiful, or someone in that case?
Don't go there.
I
you
will
guys
go
come around
there.
another corner, and based on your map, this is kind of you're pretty sure you're near the end of this passageway, but as you come around another corner, there's like a very large open space. The walls are you can see the walls still around it, but there's quite a lot of trees. Okay, so this is a very large forested space, a lot of trees around, and you kind of feel like you're in the middle of a forest now. Like the walls, you can't even see the boundaries of this space. It's so large. Okay. So what would you like to do?
I guess explore it.
Want to explore a little bit? Okay. So yeah, go and make a perception check, Ajal, as you're kind of looking around. And how about the rest of you guys? Do you want to just stand there and look around, or do you want to
Yeah, I
go
want
into
to
the forest?
I want to explore it.
I rolled a 2.
Okay. Yeah, Ajal is kind of taken back. He's enjoying it, but he's not really noticing much else but the grass, the trees, the flowers. And
15.
15.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, same for Perseus. He's just enjoying the beauties of the natural environment. Fang, and what else did you
I
guys
got a
get?
17.
17.
14.
Okay. Just waiting for Fang's roll to see what you got.
Got a 5.
So Vanji is the only one that would notice this. You guys are all kind of looking around. It looks really nice. And Vanji, you think in the kind of further into this forested area, you're pretty sure you saw the glimpse of something with like white. It looked like a white, possibly a horse. Like it's something into that forested area that it's definitely an animal. of some kind, and you're pretty sure it was a horse or something like that. But then it kind of, it was
I bet
moving
it's a
through the trees. The rest of you guys are just, looking around. You see the sunlight is kind of coming down in through the trees and shining. A lot of them are, it's a really beautiful little glade, but you're not seeing anything else. So, any other actions you guys want to take as you're just kind of keep exploring, or?
I'm gonna keep exploring, but just real quick, out of character. If this is a forking kelpie, I will scream.
Okay,
What?
I think it's a kelpie.
It's a creature from Irish folklore or Scottish.
Kelpie.
All right, so any other actions? You guys just still walking through this area?
I'm
Okay.
still walking through it.
Okay.
I don't just want to like leave it quickly because it's.
Yeah, you haven't found the boundary walls yet anyway, so. Okay, so go ahead and make one more perception check for you guys as you're walking ahead, looking around.
16.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Look at the one.
Okay, so Peter, I think got the highest, right? Was it 20? Nat 20?
I got
21
Oh wait, no,
total.
Peter got it 18. I had 20. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. So Fang and anybody who got like a 17 or higher would notice this. Fang, you see ahead as you guys keep going forward. You're pretty sure that you see a long white, like the tail of a horse, and it's it seems to be trying to avoid, as you can kind of see some of your companions walking through this area, and it kind of rushes around behind some other trees. Okay, you saw like the hindquarters of this. So now Vanji and Fang have both seen something like, but they're not saying anything. So the rest of you guys still haven't noticed anything. You are starting to see some of the gray walls, behind some of the trees. So you think you're getting near the back of this space. Any other actions you guys want to take or discussion? What do you want to do?
I'm gonna try to look for the horse and find it.
Okay. Any other actions from the rest of you guys? You see Fang kind of going forward to look into some specific area, but you're not really, you probably wouldn't notice anything unusual about that at this point.
I'm just gonna keep walking, I guess.
Same. Keep walking.
Okay. So yeah, Fang, go ahead and make your roll, and the rest of you guys, I won't have you roll because he's probably the only one in that space. So what's your attempt? Are you just trying to go to find it? You're not worried about stealth, right? You're just going forward to.
I want to be kind of stealthy because if it hears me, then it'll go away.
Okay.
I think.
So go ahead and roll again, or whatever you're rolling. We'll just combine the two, stealth and perception.
For perception, I got 13, and for stealth, 23.
Okay. So yeah, at first you're not seeing it at all, but you're going very quietly into this little area where it was walking. And yeah, you definitely see that in this little, it kind of goes down a little bit into a little gully. You can see this, it's a white unicorn, okay? And you can see it. I'm gonna see if it notices you. It does not notice you. It seems to be kind of grazing. It's eating some grass, okay? But this is probably your first time seeing a unicorn. You know they're very, very rare, yeah? And you're just kind of sitting there watching it, okay? The rest of you guys are kind of walking around in the other portions right now. You're not seeing much, but you are finding.
An endangered rare animal in a dangerous place like.
you're finding that some of you have gotten to that perimeter wall, right? You're not seeing any like exits or any like passageways or anything like that.
Hmm. This
Fang,
is a
what do you wanna-
boring room.
Fang, what do you want to do the next round?
I guess I'll just keep sneaking up on it, kind of. Maybe like less sneakily, but still kind of sneakily.
Okay, so how do you describe less sneakily? Like, are you just
Like medium.
medium? You're on
I don't
medium
know.
sneak power. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. All right, so I'll
Like
have
a
you roll.
+2 to my roll instead of a +5.
This has
Something like that.
settings now.
Yeah, still being stealthy, but not as stealthy.
Okay. So go and make that roll. Just add a +2 to it.
21.
21. Wow. Yeah, it must have found a good spot of grass because you're getting pretty close and it's not noticing you. Okay. So the rest of you guys, I'll give you. Let's see. It's based on what you're seeing. Like Karen and Ajal, you're kind of back by the wall of this this portion. Vanji and Perseus are looking around. So Vanji and Perseus, one more perception check from you two. You're a little bit closer to where Peter is at and where the unicorn is.
20.
A 20?
I got a 14.
Okay, so Perseus, you are looking around and you see this thing blade. You see a unicorn grazing there, and you see Fang quite close, maybe about 15 feet away from it, just walking closely or walking carefully towards it. Okay. Anything you'd like to do?
Do
I'd
not
like
yell.
to
or-
make
I-
make the sound of a raven crowing into the unicorn's ear, like a faint whisper of a raven.
I don't think ravens whisper, but oh well.
You know what I mean? It's not like a big like ah! It's like a medium like ah! You know what I mean?
Ah.
Like in the
Okay.
distance.
Just to get its attention, or what is your intention? Like, what are you trying to
Yeah,
accomplish?
to like get its attention.
Okay. So yeah, you make this little, this faint noise of a bird sound, and it kind of lifts up its head and it looks around. Let me see if it notices you.
I'm just gonna wave at it.
So yeah,
Hi.
it does seem to notice you and immediately starts to walk, kind of turns around, away from you. It seems pretty shy. And then at that point it sees Fang standing there, and so it just stops. Okay. And we're going to have to do one more session, guys. Sorry. We'll continue this in just a moment.